Good morning, lovely people. I'm just looking into the screen of my camera and it looks a lot lighter than it actually is. The sun isn't up yet, it's over in the east over there. It's red, it's not come up there. It doesn't look like it's anywhere near the horizon yet. So it is quite dark. But we've come out, I think it's about 7:15. But we've come out for an early walk and an early chat. Now on my last video, I spoke about, I said I'm trolling you for Christmas, and we had an early Christmas chat about what everybody was doing for Christmas and what we thought of Christmas and what we thought of the commercialism of Christmas. And I found out I got lots and lots of comments, as I always do, and thank you very much for that, because you're all wonderful people, because that's one of the reasons I do this, is to just to have the back and forth and the chit chat with you lot. But I got a lot of comments right across the spectrum. We got comments from people who said, I love Christmas, I have Christmas, big family Christmas, every year we love it, we have the full Monty, the full Christmas, the full presents, the decorated house, the big dinner, all the family, 2 or 3 generations, we love it. Had people, just me and the wife, me and the partner, that's what we do. We just have Christmas, it's alright, we don't make too big of a thing of it. We have the people like me who like having Christmas, but we like having Christmas on our own. Just me and the dog, and I found out there were quite a few people who said just me and the dog, and they tended to do what I do, which was a walk in the countryside, a quiet day, a nice meal, and that's it. And then I got a few of people who were saying, I don't like Christmas at all. And a few more saying, I hate Christmas for very good reasons. Some people have lost loved ones during the Christmas period, just before Christmas, just after Christmas, and it was a very difficult time for them. And I didn't really expect that, although we should all know that that's how life goes. We're not all the same, are we? And we don't think about that. And the world doesn't think about that. The world's geared, the commercialism and the world, and just the world in general, is geared to normality, isn't it? You get this norm, they say, right, this is what happens at this time of year, and this is what you're going to do. And this is what you think, because this is what everybody thinks, because that's the norm and that's what we've decided. But we're all individuals, aren't we? And doesn't it make you think, when you walk down the street and you're passing people, and we don't know what's going on in their lives, do we? We just pass people, and I think we judge everybody by our own feelings and how we are at the time. If we are in a good mood, then we just assume that everybody else reflects that. If we're not in a bad mood, then we think that everybody reflects that as well. But it's not like that, is it? Every time you walk down the street, passing people, there's the full spectrum of happiness and tragedy and normality. And it made me think a little bit about how just the people in my comments, there was this vast spectrum how everybody thought. And I got a couple, and I've had this before, a couple of comments that I wanted to reply to, and I've actually left it for 24 hours before I could think up an appropriate reply, because when people are down and you reply, you have to give it some thought, don't you? Because you can't just come out with flippant things, because some people's perception is heightened, some people's emotions are heightened, and you really have to think about what you say and how you frame it. You have to remember as well that there is no nuance in emails, there's no nuance in text, there's no nuance in the typed word, is there? You can't say good morning or good morning. It's just all comes out the same, and it's up to the person who's reading it to kind of work out what you mean, where the emphasis is. So I thought about that long and hard, and then replied, and I hope it was okay, and I hope it helped. But yes, we're all individuals out there, and Christmas is the time when the individuality is really heightened, because we've got us lucky ones that haven't really got any great problems. I mean, we've all got problems. I've got health problems and bits of things like that, but I'm okay. I'm plodding on. I've got my dog. Everything's good. But there are people out there who haven't got that, and every one of us has got different emotions and different feelings, and things are happening, and Christmas is the time when it really rears its ugly head, the difference between us all. So think about that when you're out and about chatting to people around the Christmas season. Not everyone wants to be hale and hearty. Most people will put on a front of hale and heartiness and goodwill and good cheer, but behind that facade there might be a lot going on that we don't know about. So I think we should be fairly careful about what we say to people, how we come across to people, because we just don't know, do we? We really don't know. And obviously in these days when we're almost on the edge of austerity, there's things happening all over the world that you get things in the press about, oh my God, we're going into World War III, and a lot of people can shrug that off. A lot of people take that to heart. There's a lot of people out there under a lot of societal pressure at the moment, because society is telling you how to feel. It's telling you how bad it is. And the world finances, the country's finances, it's all bad and dire. And this is going to happen, that's going to happen. And we're just going to kind of ride through it and do our own thing and judge it and try to make sense of it all, haven't we? So people out there, I hope you are all alright, but I know in my heart of hearts that you're not. And while I'm plodding through my life and coming up with these videos that says how beautiful it is in the countryside and how at peace I am and how happy I am, and I am, and I am very fortunate to be. And while I am, I also understand that not everyone is. But having said that, I hope people can take a little bit of comfort, a little bit of enjoyment, a little bit of escapism to just come with us on our walks and enjoy the countryside as much as Molly and I enjoy the countryside. Try to experience this, what I'm seeing now. I've got this golden orange trees, bank of trees in front of me here. It's a lot darker than it looks on the picture because the sun isn't up, but the sun is beginning to come up and blue is coming into the sky. And the light of the sun is now on the clouds. And it looks like it might be a pleasant enough day. And we're walking under these trees now. And it's like, come along with us. Enjoy the walk. If it takes you away from the pain and the headache and the heartache and the bugger that the world is, because it can be a bloody difficult, awkward place for a lot of people. But if we can just take you out of it for a few minutes as we walk through the beautiful countryside early in the morning. This is when the dawn chorus, if there's going to be a dawn chorus at this time of year, this is when it is, and I can hear it now. Can you hear that? I can hear the blackbirds, you can hear the crows. There's a jay somewhere over there, because jays are a beautiful looking bird that make the most awful bloody racket going. But I can hear the crows. And like I've said, the crows in the distance are the most archetypal countryside feeling, English countryside feeling. Crows in the distance, very quiet, but there, church bells ringing on a Sunday morning in the distance as you walk through the fields. And that's what it's all about. Quite near a road now. We have to go near this road, we kind of walk towards it and then away from it. And it's quite busy because people are going to work, and it's a country lane that goes right over the top of a place called Belmont over the Rivington, behind Rivington Moors. And we've just come over it because we've just come back from my mum, so we've just come over there from Bolton and dropped down and parked up just up the road there. And this is it, and it's beautiful and it's quiet and it's cool without being cold. There's a very, very, very light breeze that I can just about feel. Molly's trotting behind me. She seemed keen to get out and about this morning, which is great, because I love seeing her enjoy herself. And this is it. And just come with us and enjoy this. The simple things. The simple things. Christmas. The simple things. The presents are opened in a heartbeat, aren't they? The paper's screwed up and thrown aside, the boxes are thrown aside, the presents are left littering the floor, and then you all get back to the simple things. So, more emphasis on each other, more emphasis on yourself, more emphasis on your dog, less emphasis on what you've bought. Little black dog in front of us, somebody's going to join the path near us soon. And that's all I wanted to say this morning, just a little chit chat. So we're going to carry on, and we shall see you all on the flip. Peace and love.